There are three gods mentioned in Gita chapter 15, verses 16-17. Who are these three lords? After taking refuge in which god birth and death can be ended? Who is the best god among the three lords? What is he like? What is his name? To unravel all these mystical secrets, must listen the nectar words of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, based on the holy scriptures of all religions.
Almighty had come from Satlok and met Guru Nanak Dev Ji. According to this spectacle, he meets all the good souls just like the Vedas mention. And he instructed them that you can chant this mantra, chant the Satnam. It comprises of two words, and these people from Radha Swami say that a Guru is complete only when he can explain the meaning of these two words. The mantras they give are not complete, their mantras are of 5 words. Now Guru Nanak Dev Ji stopped Mardana from chanting those two mantras so that no one in future chants them, and the secrecy is exposed, because a great saint like Guru Nanak Dev Ji wanted Almighty, not the society. He followed the instructions of Almighty. He did not disclose this mantra to any other person, and he made it evident that I used to chant this mantra and I attained salvation from this only. Today that Satnam is given to you, pious souls, and through this only you will attain salvation. They talk about 5 mantras and then they say that just meditate. These 5 mantras belong to these 5 bundles. They belong to Kal. Tell the mantra that he will take you there. Almighty says,
So hum sabad hum jag mein laaye, sar sabad hum gupt chipaye.
pious souls, this Janam Sakhi was given to me by a Sardar disciple when he became acquainted with spiritual knowledge. We had previously read Guru Granth Sahib Ji, our holy scriptures, but disciples from various religions are well acquainted with their own history. He, as Sardar discipline, came and gave this to me, saying that today my faith has become even stronger, that Guru Granth Sahib used to chant this mantra only, and nobody else knew about this mantra apart from Guru Nanak Dev Ji. This is a very evident proof. Now, who all had met the Almighty?
हम सुल्तानी नानक तारे दादू को उपदेश दिया, जात जुलाहा भेद न पाया, काशी वाहे कबीर हुआ.
That Almighty gave me salvation. To who all? Hum Sultani. There was a Muslim king with the name Ibrahim Sultan Adham. Almighty also met Nanak Ji, Dadu Ji.
हम सुल्तानी नानक तारे दादू को उपदेश दिया, जात जुलाहा भेद नहीं पाया, वो काशी वाहे कबीर हुआ.
Garib Das Ji has written in his preaching that
ओ हम सो हम पालड़े रंग होरी हो, 14 लोक चढ़ावे राम रंग होरी हो, 3 लोक पासंग धरे रंग होरी हो, तो ना तुले तुलाया राम रंग होरी हो.
the Satnam mantra which is given to you is of 2 words. It is said that one single chant of the Satnam mantra is very valuable. If this mantra, which is chanted using breaths via a specific method, is kept on one side of a balance, and on the other side 14 worlds are kept: Lord Shiva's world, Vishnu's world, Brahmaji's world, Durga's world, the nether world, this heaven, then Brahmalok, greater heaven, Dharmraj world, etc. It is said if these 14 worlds are kept on opposite tray of the balance along with 3 other worlds as extras, pasang, then also, it would still not equate to the value of a single chant of Satnam mantra, which is on the other side of the balance. Now, what is pasang? In our homes, grocers used to come to do business for wheat, sugar, jaggery, etc. They used to first show their balance, and if it had any error, then to balance it properly, to correct it. For example, if we are weighing wheat, so they used to pick a fistful of wheat and put it on the other side of the balance so that its defect could be corrected. There should be no defect left in the balance then, and the balance becomes parallel, so that is called pasang, and on that side the weights used to be kept and the rest of the stuff used to be weighed on the other side. So what is said is, the value of a chant of the mantra of 2 words, Oham soham palade ranghori ho, 14 lok chadhave ram ranghori ho. Don't even consider the 3 words which are kept as correction or as extra as a part of transaction.
और तोड़ा तुले तुलाया राम रंग होरी हो.
It is said that if the value of one chant of this a mantra is kept on one side, of the balance the other side goes up, even though 14 words are kept on the other side of the balance, that is, it is so valuable.
मारे सत्य गुरु दे रहे ए लारे सतनाम सुमर मन में लारे.
Means no one is aware about this mantra in this world other than this servant. Pious souls believe this to be true. No one else is authorized. Even if someone becomes aware of Satnam, still he is not authorized to give this mantra. The great sages who compiled Guru Granth Sahib Ji collected all the preaching, all those divine words, gave this important aspect required, consideration that if this Om Soham mantra, this Satnam of 2 words, if it gets written in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, then the devotees will read it in the future and they may face loss as this would disregard Guruji's instructions, just like Mardana encountered a dangerous situation and was about to die. So based upon this consideration, and to protect this mantra from the messengers of Kal, wherever this mantra appeared in the hymns given by Guru Nanak Dev Ji, they were removed. It was kept out of Guru Granth Sahib. Nanak Sahib Ji made up a good attempt. Of an alternate, he made Praan Sangali and kept it safely with one king. He directed the king to keep it safely with himself and give it only to any of my disciple. Don't let it go in the hands of a common man. This is my soul. It will liberate the future mankind. I have written very good way to attain salvation in this book. It should not go in the hands of a normal man. Now, pious souls, let me show you again, give you a small rehearsal. This is Praan Sangali, written by Nanak Sahib Ji and kept safely with a king. Mardana would have drowned after chanting this mantra. Keeping this incident in mind, even Praan Sangali was immersed in the water by Arjan Dev Ji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, the 5th Guru who had compiled Guru Granth Sahib Ji by collecting preaching of all. At that time, even Praan Sangali was immersed in water. Let us see what Nanak Ji has said about this holy book, Praan Sangali. This is part 1, Praan Sangali. Part 1, written by Guru Nanak Ji. It is an unprecedented protection to the soul which has been designed with practice of Shabad Surat Yog, medication created with Amogh Tare, the one safeguarding and beneficial for the disciples of a Guru from problems caused by Kal and Durga. This has been translated from Gurmukhi Punjabi to Hindi along with commentary and autobiography of Guru Sahib by Sant Sampurna Singh and is lovingly offered as devotional offering. The owner of Belvedere Press has got it printed in his factory at his own expense. It is printed from here. See in the important information. This one-of-a-kind book, Praan Sangali by Guru Nanak Sahib Ji, had been given to the king of Singal-Dweep, the devoted soul Shivnab, and then the 5th authorized dignitary of Nanak Sahib Ji to the throne, that is Guru Arjan Dev Ji, called it from Singal-Dweep and did not include it in Guru Granth Sahib. The reason for this is mentioned in the last part of the second tour in Jivan Charitar and in the section of translator's request. Why did Guru Nanak Sahib name this book as Praan Sangali? This can be concretely answered only by the one who is well acquainted with the deep secrets of the holy books, just like Nanak Ji, and will be able to tell why it is named Praan Sangali. Nanak Sahib Ji has told to King Shivnabh, "E Granth meri deh hai." Nanak Sahib says that this book is my body. Think of it as my physical body. Prano meriyan ka sangrah kaho kavach hai. Jagat samundar da I pul hai. That is, I have written correct way to attain salvation in this book. Or E प्राण संगली में तेनु बख्शी है, ई अजर वस्तु है सो ते ही जरी है. That is, you are the one authorized for it. Since you trust on this spiritual knowledge from me, therefore I have given it to you. ई प्राण संगली अमृत प्रवाह है, तेरे ही मुख से प्रवेश हुई है. And in the three worlds, Swarg, Narak, Pratal, no one would have taken care of it. Therefore, Prano Vishay, just like breath, Pran Sangali Rakhi. It is now clear that this scripture is in the form of collection of breath. Now, otherwise, don't know Pran means breath. This Satnam mantra, that is Om Soham, is of two words. It is chanted through breaths. Has a specific method, and the ones who has obtained Satnam from this servant are well aware. Nanak Sahib Ji had very well written it. In Praan Sangali, जिसमें प्राण पिंड का, it has complete description about detaining the mind and the breath. It is quite possible that Guru Arjan Dev Ji did not find it suitable to disclose it in front of everyone, young or old, at that time, and that is the reason it was not included while binding the Guru Granth Sahib. Now, pious souls, Guru Arjan Dev Ji must have kept it hidden from the sight of young and old with the viewpoint that it had that Satnam mantra, which is of two words, the one which Nanak Ji chanted himself and attained salvation, but also gave a blow as it was necessary, else the messengers of Kal would have got their hands onto it. The entire Sikh community would have chanting this Satnam mantra. The fake religious punts would also have said that we chant the same mantra, but without attaining it from a complete guru. It will not have been beneficial. Anybody can read and start giving these mantras, but it will be of no use. It would be an equivalent of making a fake passport. Kal had announced that he will create fake religious communities.
द्वादश पंथ करूं मैं सादा, नाम तुम्हारा ले करूं आवाजा. द्वादश पंथ नाम जो ले ही वो मेरे मुख में आन समाई.
So with this perspective,
मारे सत्य गुरु दे रहे, ए लारे सत्य नाम सुमरे मन में लारे.
Guru Arjan Dev Ji did not include Praan Sangali scripture in Guru Granth Sahib and instead thought it is better to immerse it in water. If someone reads it or sees it, then Guruji's orders would get disregarded. See here. Let me show you. In the request section, this is the same Praan Sangali that we were reading. We just read the important information. Now immediately after it is the request section. Guru Arjan Dev Ji was the fifth Guru in the lineage or seat of Guru Nanak Sahib Ji, who, while binding the beads of Gurbani, that is collecting all the preaching to give it a form of Guru Granth Sahib, sent a disciple named Peda to Singla Deep to meet the grandson of Shiv Nab King. Shiv Nab had passed away by then and his grandson was there. He, Shiv Nab's grandson, had this scripture, Praan Sangali, was procured from him. Now, Praan Sangali was deemed to be unfit to be included in Guru Granth Sahib and was immersed in water. The entire book was immersed in water, put in the water. The book was removed from water by Guru Angad Ji upon humble request of a saint. The book was put in water by Guru Angad Ji, thinking that it will destroy it completely, so that Guruji's instructions may not get disregarded and no one should chant that mantra comprising of two words It is then said that upon repeated requests of one devoted saint, Guru Arjan Dev Ji softened and allowed him to go ahead and take the book out of water. The book was removed exactly as it is and was gifted in the same condition to that saint. Arjan Dev Ji told him that you can take it but don't show it to anyone. The evidence of this is mentioned in a historical book named Guru Pratap Suraj Prakash in the 3rd section, 32nd part. Now, pious souls, this Praan Sangali had 160 chapters. This is Praan Sangali and it is edited by Dr. Jagjit Singh Kanpuri. It is published from Publication Bureau, Punjab University, Patiala. Now it is written in its preface. See here, it is written in the preface. This is the first edition. What is written in it? That the following Praan Sangali is in the published form, yoga and especially pranayam in accordance to Hatha Yoga. This is written by them based on their understanding or the way they thought about it. Now we will see in the preface and read the matter concerning us. It is written in this that Sant Sampuran Singh, whose Hindi version you have read, Sant Sampuran Singh published it in Devanagari script. There are total 80 chapters included in it, and at the end of 80th chapter there is a mention of 113 chapters, and its number can be verified from the Janam Sakhi. However, Sant Sampuran Singh Ji has indicated towards a possibility of around 160 chapters. Now the point is, out of these, the ones which had core information were removed. In these, the concept was cleared about Satnam. Still, it was missed and remained at many places, like shown to you in the morning, and I shall show it to you again. This is Praan Sangali part 2 on page 103. This mantra is clear, but they have left it here by mistake as they could not understand what is written here. See here. This is Praan Sangali in Hindi, second part, and its editor is Sampuran Singh, Taran, Punjab, who has connections with the Punjabi version as well on page 103. This is Rag Bhairav of Mahalla Pehla. Let us see over here. It is said,
साध संगत मिलिया मन माना और ना मैं ना ओम सोहम जाना.
Na here should be clubbed with this H to make Na. Na means Naam. Just the way it is said, Tera kya na hai? What is your name? In our own language, in Punjabi language also, it is said, Tera ki na hai. Na mein na means Naam. Mantra of all Naams is Om Soham. This is the real mantra. Now, for example, see here, on page 151, let me show you. See on its page 150, this is Om Mantra, Om Dari. Now, they have considered Om Dari as Om, so here also it is proved, and now it is understood. Similarly, on page 103, see here, Om is written. Now they did not understand this and they kept doing Haum, whereas it was Om. With the mercy of God, H got clubbed or attached with Om by mistake. Had H been attached to Na, they would have removed it as well. They might have just kept Soham word, God bestowed His mercy, and even if it was not written here, it wouldn't have mattered, because Almighty says that I have kept my truth somewhere or the other. Now Kal managed to convince those gurus that no one should have the slightest idea or come to know about these mantras, how valuable this scripture Praan Sangali is. Let me show you. You will be amazed, it is written clearly at many places. Now, pious souls, it is the mercy of Almighty that these Sikh children have become so wise. They have started knowing and searching their holy books on their own. They have started understanding the difference between real diamonds and fake ones. This is Praan Sangali in Punjabi. Hindi one is also as it is. This is Praan Sangali from Patiala University. Let me show you on its page 614. Praan Sangali, Prashnottar Mala, Quiz Garb, Mahalla Pehla. Let's see what is written here. अजप्पा जाप सोहम हंसा जान सुन महल जाका अस्थान पूर्ण पुरुष निरंजन करतार अगम पुरुष की नाही सुमार. Okay, what is written ahead? Naam amolak Satguru te paya. Nanak Ji is saying that this valuable mantra, which is of 2 words, he has obtained it from the true Guru. Anhad sun mahi jai samaya. Then it is said, Soham hansa japru japmala japat japat deen dayala. Then what is written here? It is written that Avan javan reh sukh pai nanak ghat ghat nagari ai nirankar di achraj leela gurmati dei tan hui sohila. You will get it from Guru. When God will give you intelligence, then it will become easy to understand. It is said, is mantra ka kare jo jaap taako lage na koi paap. Who chants this mantra will not have any bad fortune or nothing wrong will happen to him. Atam Ram tis nadri aave ramat Ram में जो चित लावे. Then it is said, उसके देख भये तुम साधु सोहम हंसा जाको जाप जप जप बड़े प्रताप. सोहम हंसा जपहु बिमाला तहाँ रचिया जहाँ केवल बाला. Nanak Ji has motivated to chant this mantra at many places. Now, pious souls, there could be one more error where it may have been written as Oham Soham Jap Mala. Let me further prove it. One more Sikh disciple gave this one. This is one more Praan Sangali and it is written as it is in this as well. This is the same one from Bhai Chatar Singh, the one from Chatar Singh Jeevan Singh, printed from Bazaar Mai Seva, Amritsar. It is written on its page number 100. The Sikh disciples have made these markings. Soham Hansa Jaka Jap E, this, Jap Jape, Hoye Pratap. It is the same as it is. Then further it is written, Soham Hansa Jap Bin Mala, that is, this chant can be done with breaths, a rosary is not required. Urachya Jeh Keval Bala. There are many other places where he has told this. Now it is written here on page 125 that Nanak Sache Naam Bina, Sache Naam True Mantra Satnam. Nanak Sache Naam Bina, Na Urvar Napar. It means that without this true mantra there won't be any benefit here or on any other side. True mantra means this Satnam of 2 words. Now, pious souls, the same mantra was given to respected Garib Das Sahib Ji. Respected Garib Das Sahib Ji said that
ओहम सोहम मंत्र जपिए योग युगतिया धोनी तपिए राम नाम जप कर थिर होई ओहम सोहम मंत्र दोई. Nothing else.
So this is Satnam of 2 words.
कहते नामा छिपा ओम तारी पीछे सोहम भेद बिचारी सार शब्द पाया जद लोई आवागमन बौर ना हुई.
So these great sages have clarified that you will get benefit only by chanting this mantra. Anything else is useless. If you chant any other mantra, it is useless and it will give no benefits whether you chant it or you don't. The true mantra is called Satnam. So, pious souls, you are very lucky that you have got this treasure which was kept hidden by Kabir Almighty until now. He had told this dear soul Dharamdas ji,
धर्मदास मेरी लाख दुहाई और ये मूल ज्ञान की तबार ना जाई. मूल ज्ञान बाहर जो पढ़ी बिचली पीढ़ी हंसनी तरही.
then he said,
धर्मदास तो मेरी लाख दुहाई ये सार शब्द की तबार ना जाई. सार शब्द बाहर जो पढ़ी बिचली पीढ़ी हंसनी तरही.
and then
मूल ज्ञान को तू तब तक छुपा के रखना तब तक छुपाई जब लग द्वादश पंथ ना मिट जाई.
now all these other religious sects have failed because everyone knows about the worship done by them and everyone is aware as to which mantra they are chanting and which mantras they should be chanting. They used to claim that Nanak Sahib also chanted these same 5 mantras and he attained salvation from these only. He also chanted like this and attained salvation through it only. Nanak Sahib Ji has clarified that the cycle of birth and death will never come to an end by these 5 mantras or by this Vahva. Vahva will only give you the fruits of your destiny or karma. You cannot attain salvation. It has been clarified that this is the only mantra that has to be chanted and no other mantra other than this. Now these great sages on one side said that, Mardana, you do not chant this Satnam. And on the other side he said that this is my soul, my body and the bridge to cross this world and attain salvation. It was supposed to be kept hidden and it has been clarified in this that only by chanting this mantra salvation can be attained, not by any other mantra. And now this servant has been sent in the form of a surgeon. This servant has the complete treatment procedure of your birth and death, disease. Everyone will attain salvation, even if the entire world takes initiation. Now, pious soul, due to the seamless mercy of the Almighty, you can see these valuable scriptures and hear valuable preaching. You had been reading these holy books but were unable to understand them. It is said that
गुरु बिन काहू न पाया ज्ञाना ज्यों थोथा बुझ छड़े मूड किसाना. गुरु बिन वेद पढ़े जो प्राणी समझे ना सार रहे अज्ञानी.
it is in front of you that it was not possible for anyone to understand the preachings of these great saints until now. Let me show you one more proof. Once Nanak Sahib Ji went to Prahalad Ji's world along with Mardana Ji. See here, this is the same Praan Sangali. This is the Janam Sakhi of Guru Nanak Dev Ji from Bhai Balawale. This is the same I had shown you earlier. Now let me show you on its page 272 Conversations with Prahalad Bhagat devotee on page 272. So Prahalad Bhagat said, when Nanak Sahib Ji, Mardana and Bala reached in Prahalad Lok, O Nanak Ji, Almighty has made you a great devotee in Kali Yuga, and with your grace, your companionship, many creatures will attain well-being. Almighty has blessed you with great divine vision. Your glory will be infinite in Kali Yuga. In this Kali Yuga, earlier Kabir Bhagat, devotee, had come. Now see, without knowledge, Prahalad ji is calling Almighty as a devotee. Kabir Bhagat had come, and now the Almighty has sent you here. Then Mardana asked, O Prahalad ji, even you are a great devotee. Ramji had shown a big charisma for you. That is, he had taken the form of great Narsimha. God has opened your, Prahalad's, divine vision. Dear devotee, has anyone else also reached here, or is it just Kabir and Nanak Dev Ji? So, Prahalad ji said, Brother, ask Nanak Dev Ji if some other devotee will come here or not. Then Mardana said, You are a great devotee, and you are aware of every event from past and future, Satyug to eternity. So Prahalad said that, listen brother, there will be someone like him who shall reach here. That is, if someone is like Nanak ji, then he will reach there. No one else has any potential to reach here. And there were many great devotees, and there will be many more great devotees, but no one has been able to reach till now. Then Mardana asked, when will he appear? And will he be from some nearby era? Then Prahalad, devotee, said, listen brother, he will be in Kali Yuga. He will come after Nanak ji goes to Sachkhand. Here it is written "saw vere," means many centuries later. It was supposed to be written as hundreds of years instead of 100. And no one else other than these three will ever come here. Then Mardana asked, who are those three? So Prahalad Bhagat said, earlier Kabir was there, and now Nanak Tapa is here, and then he will be here. Then Mardana asked that Kabir was a weaver, Nanak is a Khatri, and which Varna will he be from? That is, he will be in which caste, and where on earth, and in which city he will be from. So Prahalad said, listen brother, he will come in Punjab and in Jat Varan, that is, he will be in Jat caste. And city Batale, they have written Batala instead of Barwala. It was Barwala. He is in Barwala. Now it is clarified in this that there will be only three on this earth who will know the secret. One was Kabir, God himself, who had descended. No one was able to understand him. He was God himself. Then Sri Nanak Sahib Ji was given this spiritual knowledge by him. Prahalad devotee has clarified that who all will come here, and it is also clarified that he will be in the Jat caste. They have written as Batala, but he is in Barwala. His publicity area will be Barwala. This Barwala is right in front of you. Also, there is no Jat saint in Batala who has understood the deep secrets of Nanak Sahib Ji. It is hence proved. Everyone say, Hail Sadguru Dev. Now, pious souls, this is holy Kabir Sagar. Let me show you some more facts like which Guru had met Nanak Ji, and Nanak Sahib Ji also accepts this fact that the Almighty met me in the form of a Zinda sage. Guruji met me. Holy Kabir Sagar is as respected and acceptable as is Guru Granth Sahib Ji. It was written before Sri Guru Granth Sahib because Almighty had descended on earth in 1398 AD in India, and while performing spectacles through to 1518 AD he got this written by Dharamdas Ji, just like Bhai Balaji kept a note of all the conversations with Nanak Ji and got it written in Janam Sakhi. Similarly, Dharamdas Ji wrote his conversations with Almighty as it is in this. See here, this is Kabir Sagar, published by Kabir Panthi, Bharat Pathik, Swami Yuglanand Bihari, printers and publishers Khemraj Sri Krishnadas, director Sri Venkateshwar Press, Khemraj Sri Krishnadas, Mumbai. There is a chapter in it named Swasam Ved Bodh. There is a chapter Swasam Ved Bodh, and we will read on page 158 in it. There are different parts here. This is Bodh Sagar part. Its chapter is Swasam Ved. अथ नानक शाह जी की कथा चौपाई के माध्यम से, स्टोरी ऑफ नानक शाह जी थ्रू वर्सेस।
नानक सा कीन तप भारी, बहुविध भय ज्ञान अधिकारी।
That Nanak Shah kin tap bhari, that he did a lot of worship in his past lives,
और सब विधि भय ज्ञान अधिकारी।
therefore he became authorized to give knowledge.
मुक्ति भावता को लख पाया, तापर सतगुरु की नींद आया। जिंदा रूप धर्यो तब साई, प्रभु पंजाब देश चल आई। अनहद बानी कियो पुकारा, सुन के नानक दर्श निहारा। सुन के अमर लोक की बानी, जान पड़े निज समर्थ ज्ञानी। आवा पुरुष महागुरु ज्ञानी, अमर लोक की सुनी न बानी।
During the conversation between Nanak Ji and the Almighty, who was in the form of Zinda sage, took place, Nanak Ji said that, I have never heard this spiritual knowledge before.
अर्ज सुनो प्रभु जिंदा स्वामी, कहाँ अमर लोक रहे निज धामी।
अर्ज सुनो प्रभु जिंदा स्वामी,
कहो न कही अमर निज बानी, धन कबीर परम गुरु ज्ञानी।
धन्य कबीर परम गुरु ज्ञानी, saint of all saints.
कोई न पावे तुमरो भेदा, खोज थके ब्रह्मा चौवेदा। जब नानक बहुते तप कीना, निरंकार बहुते दिन चीन्या। इस निरंकार से पुरुष निनारा, अजर दीपता की टकसारा।
Almighty Kabir informed Nanak Ji that the Nirankar he worships, Kal or Vishnu, it's Kal, who appears in the form of Vishnu, and the Almighty is different from this.
निरंकार से पुरुष निनारा, अजर दीपता की टकसारा।
Almighty lives in that eternal place which never is destroyed.
पुरुष विछो हुआ तब जबते, काल कठिन मगरो क्यों तबते।
Almighty says, the time since you have separated from God and came here, This Kal has kept you trapped. You have done great worship also.
इत तब सरस भक्ति नहीं होई, क्योंकि परम पुरुष ना बैठो कोई। जब से हम ते बिछुड़े भाई, 60,000 जन्म तुम पाई।
Now it is clarified by the Almighty that jabte humse bichhure bhai, jabte means from the time you got separated from me and came to the world of Kal, 60,000 janam tum pai. You have taken 60,000 good births.
दर दर जन्म भक्ति भल कीना, फिर काल चक्कर निरंजन दीना।
Almighty told Nanak Ji that after attaining human lives, one after the other, you did a lot of worship, yet this Kal, this Niranjan kept you trapped in the cycle of birth and death.
गहो मम शब्द तो उतरो पारा, बिन सत शब्द लह यम द्वारा।
Gaho mam shabd, take initiation from me, then you will attain salvation, and without Sat Shabd, call it Satnam or call it true mantra, without it you will go to the door of Kal and you will go in the mouth of Kal. Almighty goes on to say that good soul like you is also wandering here, then how will other souls attain salvation?
तुम बड़ भक्त भवसागर आवा, और जीव कोई कौन चलावा।
What will the other souls do when a good soul like you is also here in the cycle of birth and death?
निरंकार सब सृष्टि भुलावा, तुम करी भक्ति तो लौट क्यों आवा।
This Kal, this Nirankar has fooled the entire universe. He has made everyone forget, confused. And if you have done good worship, then why have you come back here? Then Nanak Sahib Ji says,
धन पुरुष तुम यह पद बाखी, यह पद अमर गुप्त कह राखी।
जब लो यम तुमको नहीं पावा. This is incorrectly written.
जब लोग हम तुमको नहीं पावा, अमर अपार भरम फैलावा, अगम अपार भरम फैलावा। कहो गोसाई हम ते ज्ञाना, परम पुरुष हम तुमको जाना। धन जिंदा प्रभु पुरुष पुराना, बिरले जन तुमको पहचाना। जिंदा वचन बहे दयाल पुरुष गुरु ज्ञानी, गहो पान परवाना बाणी।
Now Almighty Kabir, in the form of Zinda sage, gave mantra to Nanak Sahib Ji.
भली बही तुम हमको पावा, सकलो पंथ काल को धावा। होय होय।
Almighty Kabir Sahib, in the form of Zinda sage, is telling to Nanak Sahib Ji that Bhali bhai tum humko pawa. You have attained me. It is good. Good has happened for you. All the other sects are worshipping Kal. Dhyava means are worshipping.
तुम इनसे अब बहे निनारा, फिर जन्म ना होए तुम्हारा।
After taking this mantra from me, you have become different from all. Now you will not have another birth.
बलि सुरत तुम हमको चीन्या, अमर मंत्र हम तुमको दीन्या। सब संवेद हम कही निज बानी, परम पुरुष गति तुम्हें बखानी।
तुम्हें बखानी. Nanak Sahib Ji says,
धन पुरुष ज्ञानी करतारा, जीव काज प्रगटे संसारा।
that blessed we are, O Almighty, you God. You have come here in the form of a knowledgeable sage for the welfare of the world and all creatures.
धन करता तुम बंदी छोड़ा, बंदी छोड़े। धन करता तुम बंदी छोड़ा, ज्ञान तुम्हारा महाबल जोरा।
That your knowledge is very powerful and no one can stand in front of it.
दिया दान गुरु किया उभारा, नानक अमर लोक पगधारा।
Now from it, this concept has been cleared that Sri Nanak Ji had met a guru in the form of a Zinda sage, and that was Almighty Kabir, weaver from Kashi. On the same context, Nanak Sahib Ji has said in Sri Guru Granth Sahib on page number 24,
फाई सूरत मलुकी वेश, ए ठगवाड़ा ठगी देश, खरा सियाणा भोता बार। ये धानक रूप रहा करतार।
Then on page number 731 on Guru Granth Sahib, it is said,
कि नीच जात परदेसी मेरा खिन आवे तिल जावे, और जाकी संगत नानक रहंदा कैसे मोड़ा पावे।
Pious souls, you are children. Cooked food is ready for you. You do not have to trouble your brains. Look at the courage of these great sages. They have safeguarded this knowledge by deceiving this Kal, and they did not let it fall in Kal's hands. And now the Almighty has given the instruction to this servant to publicly open it. Yours and this entire world's welfare will be done.
सुनियो संत सुजान दिया हम हेला रे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान दिया हम हेला रे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान। और जन्म बहु तेरे होंगे, और जन्म बहु तेरे होंगे, मानुष जन्म दुए लारे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान दिया हम एला रे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान। तू जो कहे मैं लश्कर जोड़ूं, तू जो कहे मैं लश्कर जोड़ूं, जाना तुझे अकेला रे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान दिया हम एला रे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान। अरब खरब लग माया जोड़ी, अरब खरब लग माया जोड़ी, संग ना चल सीधे लारे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान दिया हम एला रे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान। या तो मेरी सत की नावरिया, या तो मेरी सत की नावरिया, सतगुरु पार पहला रे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान दिया हम एला रे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान। गरीब दास कहे भाई साधो, गरीब दास कहे भाई साधो, शब्द गुरु चित चेला रे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान दिया हम एला रे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान। गरीब दास कहे भाई साधो, गरीब दास कहे भाई साधो, शब्द गुरु चित चेला रे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान दिया हम एला रे, तुम सुनियो संत सुजान। सत्साही।
So, pious souls,
सोए सतगुरु पूरा कहावे, दो अक्षर का भेद बतावे।
it is said,
सतगुरु के लक्षण कहूं, मधुरे बैन विनोद, चार वेद सठ शास्त्र, वह कहे 18 बोध।
salvation is possible only through Satnam. There is no other method. Nanak Sahib Ji used to chant Satnam, which has two words, in which there are two words, one is Om and the other is Tat. Tat is a secret, and there is no one else on this earth other than this servant who is authorized to give this mantra. Based on your way of thinking, you can consider this as arrogance or true spiritual knowledge. Entire mankind is wandering in search of God. This servant has that through mantra. So if the entire mankind wants its welfare, then come to this servant and your welfare is confirmed. No issues for that matter. How so many take initiation? This store is full. One can attain salvation only through Satnam and Sarnam, and that is not available with anybody else in the world other than this servant. Come and get your welfare done. Now nobody should be in doubts. See, this is the note of 1000 rupees. On it is written that I promise to pay the bearer 1000 rupees. It is not written on this servant, but this servant can say that I promise to give the devotees complete salvation and all the happiness if they stay within the rules. So pious souls, only through this mantra salvation can be attained. Let the whole earth come here. This mantra can be given to all the mankind on the earth and everyone's welfare can be done. This Satnam and Sarnam of Almighty Kabir can lead you to salvation, and it is available with this servant. Come and attain it and get your welfare done. Sat Sahib.
आइए अब हम उन श्रद्धालुओं के अनुभव जानते हैं जो जगत गुरु तत्वदर्शी संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी से दीक्षा प्राप्त कर चुके हैं तथा उनके द्वारा बताए गए भक्ति मार्ग पर चल रहे हैं।
Hello sir.
Hello sir.
What is your name sir?
My name is Dikshit Farswal. I belong to Jat caste. I live in Najafgarh, Delhi. I have wholesale business of ready-made garment jeans.
Sir, what devotional practice did you do before taking initiation from Sant Rampal ji Maharaj?
I used to worship Lord Hanuman and Lord Krishna. I had unwavering faith in Lord Hanuman and I used to fast on Tuesday. Every Tuesday I used to go to the Hanuman temple, used to offer blessed food there. I used to fast. I had such unwavering devotion that even when I used to have fever, I used to get up early in the morning to recite Hanuman Chalisa, take bath and do everything even when I was ill.
Sir, what benefits did you get while worshipping Hanuman ji?
I didn't get any benefits. On the contrary, there were losses like ghost obstacles in the house, getting sick. I used to be sick for 1.5 years. I didn't get rid of a fever. I had a problem with my eyes. I got the operation done. Even after getting the operation done, tears kept falling from my eyes. I was so upset. I was so sad. I used to cry in front of my family members. I got no benefit.
Sir, as you told that while worshipping Lord Hanuman, you faced obstacles, troubles at home, loss of eyesight. So from where did you get the information about Saint Rampal ji Maharaj?
Once upon a time, I had gone to the market, went to a mobile shop in the market where I went inside to recharge and there I found Gyan Ganga book. When I opened it and see it, I felt strange on the first page. It was Kabir Sahib's speech and the rest was meaning. I wanted to see what this book is. There are 1 or 2 speeches in the book and the meaning is so big. I took that book home, I read it and after reading it, I saw the address behind it and thought should go and see what Saint Rampal ji Maharaj is telling. So I went there to Hisar in Barwala and went there and took initiation on February 2nd, 2014 and then got audience of Saint Rampal ji Maharaj. And after listening to the Satsang for 3 days, I understood some knowledge. I came to know that till date, the devotion that we used to do was against the scriptures. It was hearsay knowledge. And what Saint Rampal ji Maharaj is telling is a scripture-based practice. He is telling from the scriptures, which was astonishing for me.
Sir, what benefits did you get after taking initiation from Sant Rampal ji Maharaj?
Sir, the first benefit I got was witchcraft to us. That tear stopped falling and the rest troubles we used to have in the house, accidents used to happen again and again. There was a hindrance from the evil spirit. That too ended. And later I used to have a fight with my wife also. Then she also took initiation. She also had a hindrance from the evil spirit. There was such a ghost problem that I didn't even know. And I took her to the doctor. The doctor also said that there is no disease. She used to scream holding her head and the doctor refused. Even I took her to a big hospital like Deen Dayal. I also went to the private one. Surya Kiran is a very big hospital here. I went there also. Everyone refused. And we also got MRI done. Rest of the tests were also done. They said she does not have any problem. Take her home. Then after taking her to the shelter of Sant Rampal ji Maharaj, I said, "Oh God, have mercy on us. Only you can cure." With the grace of Sant Rampal ji Maharaj, my wife's problem was cured. Domestic troubles were sorted and the evil spirit obstacles also got cured. I had a disease. I used to remain sick for 1.5 years or 2 years. Then with the mercy of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, my illness that used to remain for 1.5 years or 2 years, that disease was cured. I never got sick again. One more miracle has happened that one day I was going on the road for some work. Then suddenly a bike came in front of me and I got hit with the bike. There was such a loud sound that I got hurt very badly. When I saw, the bike had gone ahead and I saw myself and was surprised that I was not hurt anywhere. It was also the mercy of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj that I was saved.
Sir, after taking initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, you got many benefits. So what message do you want to give to the public?
Sir, I cannot give a message to the public, but I would like to pray with folded hands that the pains that I had, which were removed, then you people should also come to the shelter of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj and follow his scripture-based practices. You people should also do that so that your people's sufferings will be removed. There was so much discord and tribulation that I don't even know. So you are all requested to take name initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj and get your troubles removed.
Sir, you said that if one wants to get rid of sorrows, one should do devotion by taking initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj. But today there are many people who have car, money, bungalow and happiness in their family. Then why should they do worship by bhakti taking initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj?
Those people who have bungalow, car, everything, they should also do devotion because God says we get all these things from the earnings of past good deeds and don't know when havoc breaks out on them. And when the family gets destroyed in front of their eyes. So people should do true devotion by taking initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj because God Kabir Sahab has said that Dukh mein sumiran sab kare, sukh mein kare na koe, aur jo sukh mein sumiran kare to dukh kahe ko hoye. To avoid the sufferings that are to come, we should do true devotion by taking name initiation from Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj. To avoid the sufferings we suffer after death, and to get salvation, we should do devotion by taking initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj.
Sir, what should the public have to do to take initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
Today on many channels, discourses of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj come. At that time, when discourse goes on, a line run below it, in which mobile numbers are written. By contacting those mobile numbers, we can get name initiation by going to our nearest name initiation center.
Thank you, sir.
Sat Sahib Ji.
You were listening to the auspicious discourses of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. For more details, visit our website www.jagatgururampalji.org. With the blessings of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, there are more than 500 Nam Diksha centers all over the world, where free online initiation is being given. To know about your nearest Nam Diksha center, please contact 8222 88 054.